I need to break the father in front of the family. So if you had a group of slaves, they would actually take the father and embarrass and publicly humiliate, tar, feather him, any of the strong men. They had to publicly rip them apart with horses. This is all documented. This was to put fear in not just the other men, but the young boys and the mother. Because the mother would say, I got to make sure that doesn't happen to my son. That's called buck breaking.
Practice known as buck breaking was a particularly cruel and sadistic method employed by white supremacists and slave owners to assert dominance, humiliate, and subjugate enslaved men. Buck breaking was prevalent in the Caribbean and other parts of the Americas where slavery thrived, especially during periods of increased slave rebellions. The objective of this brutal practice was to strip enslaved men of their dignity, emasculate them, and instill fear among the slave population.
You created a situation where the black woman, in an effort to protect her future generations, had to make sure her sons didn't be like the father. Because although your father is admirable, he's dead now. And so I would rather have a son that's not as admirable than a son that's admirable and dead too.
Hello, Black America.
Same thing is happening now. We're feeling the effects of that. It's not stopped. The prison system, it hasn't stopped. Drugs in our community, making sure our young brothers have a felony on their jacket before they become 18. All of this stuff creates what we're in right now. But the problem is when we don't acknowledge and empathize with our women. We're going to talk in a second about the empathy we got to have for our brothers. There's a difference between a man, a woman, and a husband and a wife. There's a very big difference, and we're getting in trouble every time we do this every one of us thing, we're in trouble. But the bulk of us have to start looking at that Friday night story and realizing what is it that our black women are really dealing with. What are their hopes and dreams? What are their ambitions that in today's world are not possible? It's just not possible. Now, in the world we can create when we're birthing sons and birthing healthy men, and we've overcome this and we've healed, and now their sons and their future generations, oh yeah, their daughters, they can get married and they can say, okay, for every one man, there's one woman, and we're building community and it's about family. But for right now, where we're in, they can't say that. And we have to empathize with them so that we can heal.